Lina and the Starlight Key. Lina was a curious 8-year-old girl who lived in a small village by a quiet river, and every morning she helped her grandmother gather fresh eggs and feed the chickens before school. And every evening she and her best friend Mert ran to the old oak tree by the water's edge to watch the sky turn pink and gold as the sun set. But one calm spring night, after Lina finished her chores, she heard a soft voice calling her name from the forest, and when she crept closer she saw a tiny silver key resting on a mossy rock that glowed faintly in the moonlight. So she picked it up carefully and felt a gentle thrill in her hand, even though she was a little afraid. And when she showed the key, the old oak's branches rustled as if to say, "Follow me." So Lina ran to fetch Mert at once, and together, before dawn, they packed a small bag with 2 cheese sandwiches, 2 bottles of water, a warm scarf for Lina, a flashlight for Mert, and a clean cloth for the key. Then promised Lina's grandmother they would return by noon, and slipped quietly past the sleeping cottages into the forest, where soft ferns brushed their ankles and birds sang sleepy songs in the trees. And as they walked, the silver key pulsed in Lina's palm to guide them along a winding deer trail lined with bluebells and tiny mushrooms, until they reached a fallen log blocking the path, under which they found a little hedgehog caught in old fishing line. So Lina knelt and untangled the hedgehog's spines gently, while Mert shone the flashlight to show where to cut, and when the hedgehog scurried free, the key glowed green and a small green gem appeared in the moss, which Lina placed in her pocket. They crossed a stream on smooth stepping stones, and then Mert rescued a baby fish stranded on the bank by dabbing water from his bottle and watched it swim away, and the key glowed blue and revealed a bright blue crystal on a flat rock. As the sun rose higher, they climbed a gentle hill dotted with daisies and released a young rabbit trapped in a thorny bush. And the key shone soft yellow before leaving a golden stone in the clearing. They shared their sandwiches under an ancient pine, and Mert sketched each gem in his notebook while Lina wrote single words: kindness, help, and care. Then they followed the deer trail past sparkling streams and under arching branches until at the forest's heart they came upon a moss-covered stone wall with a low wooden door carved with stars and moons, and no handle. But when Lina slipped the silver key into a crescent-shaped lock, the door swung open on silent hinges to reveal a secret garden bathed in silver light, where pale flowers opened like lanterns and a dry stone fountain waited at its center. And a soft voice drifted from the moonlit air saying, "Welcome, brave children. My garden sleeps without its water. Please restore the heart of the fountain with your gems." So Lina and Mert placed the green, blue, and yellow crystals into carved holes around the fountain's rim, and at once a trickle of water began, growing into a gentle stream that filled the fountain bowl with clear, dancing water, making every flower glow brighter in thanks and sending a soft mist across the garden that smelled of jasmine and mint. The voice whispered again, "Thank you for your courage and kindness. Because of you the garden will bloom for many nights to come." And from the fountain's heart a single silver seed floated down into Lina's hand, pulsing warmly, and the voice added, "Take this seed to plant where hope is needed." As fireflies rose to dance around the children in a cloud of tiny lights, with hearts full of joy they closed the wooden door behind them, which vanished into the mossy wall, and retraced their steps past the pine and the hill and the stream, returning each rescued creature to safety, until they reached the village edge at midday, just as the church bells rang and their families rushed to meet them with proud smiles and embraces, and Lina's grandmother hugged her tightly and said, "You have a brave and kind heart." While Mert's mother praised his gentle care for the animals, and that afternoon Lina planted the silver seed beside the old stone well in the square, covering it with soft soil and watering it gently, and the next morning all the villagers awoke to find a tiny silver shoot glowing softly in the sunlight, and neighbors gathered to see its gentle light and share cups of tea by the new bloom. And in the days that followed, Lina kept the silver key and the golden stone on her windowsill, and each evening she wrote in her notebook, "Kindness and courage open secret doors," dreaming of the moonlit garden and knowing that whenever she saw a silver key or a gentle glow she might find a new adventure waiting beyond the next hidden door.